Hey YouTube, Darren here. I was going to show you what I've gotten started as far as the six-wheeler. This is the beginning. I've gotten it, let me zoom out or back out a little bit. I took Murray over to my shop site and got a bunch of parts that I'm going to need, and I brought them back. There's my little yellow wagon, and I got all this stuff that I need. And I'm going to start on the transmissions first, freeing them up. Got one tire off, and this is always a problem on these that have been sitting out in fields and stuff for years. I got one tire soaking, and this pulley is frozen on there, and it is pretty much rust welded onto it. So I'm going to show you what I do. I come across these pretty good bit, and I have a pretty quick method of getting it off, as opposed to just heating it with a torch and letting it sit, heating it with a torch and letting it sit. And I've already done that a little bit. So I want to at least get this off and pressure wash everything, let it dry today, and that way I can get started on it. I don't like working on nasty stuff, so I always make sure everything's pressure washed and degreased before I get started. This is what somebody had did, the guy I bought it from. They welded the tip to this, so what I'm going to do is take the grinder, grind this down flush, and remove it. The shaft of that gear, I've got an extra one from another engine, and I'll actually try to save this. This is a nice heavy duty factory pulley. I come across them. Sometimes they have to be replaced, so I'll try to save that one. The other one's all beat to hell. And then I'll get this thing stripped, sanded down, and painted. I think I'm going to go ahead and do all that. I'll find out where neutral is on this as well, on this one, so I will have an easier time when I'm putting it back together. And I'll find neutral on all of them and get this thing going. But more to come. We're back over here on the transmission. What I was going to do, I'm going to take my grinder and I'm going to cut in a square all the way around it. I'm not going to cut the shaft, I'm just going to cut the metal. The fact that I'm going to be grinding on this is going to heat it up as well and break the rest of the rust that's further back behind this, but this will expose it and let me get a lot of penetrating oil down into it and lube it up good. So more to come. This is Darren. I was going to give you an update on the transmissions. On the one that was already on there, that was on the frame, I have been able to get that tip ground down, and this is the one that I took off of it, so I'm still going to be able to use this for my regular stuff like I wanted to. So that's good. And I imagine I'll have a 4-inch pulley. This is going to be a double pulley. I may try to make a double pulley, put it together so it's going to be kind of sticking up a little bit. And what I will probably do is I may not even replace this gear. What I may do is weld a little to it, and maybe weld a piece of threaded rod, so I can put a washer and a nut and screw it on there and still use the Woodruff keyway on the side. There it is right there, you can see it. So I may do that. And this one, I've still got it soaking, so that'll do for today. But I'm getting ready to go in, and we're gonna have chicken fingers. See ya.